regularly have fun together? You think back to school, who were your friends? Your friends generally were people that you had fun with. Even in the midst of hardship, I think nearly every person I know still has a friend from elementary school. And how was that friendship formed? As you sat side by side, maybe in a boring class, you endured that hardship together and you found a way to make it more enjoyable. It wasn't totally fun, but it was more fun with the person than it would have been without the person. Marriage needs that as well. Fun is an element of friendship. If you do not have fun with your spouse, then chances are you probably aren't friends with your spouse. And yet, whenever we build this idea of fun, of playfulness within our relationship, it makes everything else sweeter. It helps us endure the hard times of parenting, the difficulties of work, just the sorrows of life, the ability to bring a little bit of levity. There are few things that communicate, I'm by your side, like the ability to have enjoyment with one another, to make something just a little bit more funny, to be somewhat playful in some way. And yet, if you and your spouse no longer have fun together, then I'm somewhat worried about your connection. Now, I'm worried if maybe your relationship has lost some of the friendship and now you're just kind of living parallel lives and maybe you have a strong partnership and maybe your intimacy is okay, but the absence of fun signifies that the friendship is not as strong as it needs to be, and eventually that weakness in friendship will impact and erode your partnership and your intimacy as well. And it could be that one of the greatest steps you can take to strengthen your marriage at this very moment is to return the fun. Get back to the very basics of what friendship was all about. Think back to your first date. If you did not have fun on one of your first couple of dates, how'd you get married? It's impossible. The very way that we figure out so often if we want to have a second date or a third date or a fourth date is whether or not we enjoyed the first date or the second date. Did we have a fun time in that moment? Fun is an integral aspect to friendship. Where fun is missing, so is friendship. And yet as life gets busy, it is so easy to start living just a parallel life and to stop having fun with one another. The older you get, the more busy life becomes, the more demands that are upon us, the more intentional we have to be in having fun together. And so if you want to restore fun back into your relationship, be intentional about it. Spend time together where you're not talking about the kids or worried about work. Go out and experience something new. Find a game that you can play with one another. Go to a comedy that's an event that's something a little bit more lighter than maybe what you normally watch on Netflix. Find something that's going to bring laughter that you can share together, and that will deepen your friendship, which will then make your partnership and your intimacy even better. Fun is an aspect of friendship. Therefore, it's an integral part of marriage.